Hello friends, welcome to LeggLife. You know, since we started our channel like 8.5 years ago, we've put up over 1,100 videos. We've done lots of different kinds of videos, cooking videos, obviously travel videos, at-home videos, random pointless videos. Actually, quite a few of those.
Quite a few of those, yeah.
But I think the kind of video that we are posting today may be our favorite, or certainly one of them.
Yeah.
Because today, we get to announce a new trip.
This upcoming trip is pretty unique and different from anything we've really done in the past. We're very excited.
Yeah, so here's the thing. You've seen the title of this video. You have an idea of what this is. So we're going to walk you through a lot of the details. Basically, we've done 12 cruises.
Yeah.
We have never done a cruise on what is considered an ultra luxury cruise line.
Right.
Well, this May, that all changes.
Yeah.
Because we booked a 7-night cruise on Seabourn Cruise Line. We're going to be cruising on the Seabourn Odyssey. We're going to tell you all about it. We have a lot of thoughts.
This cruise is possible because of my work. I work for HAP Alaska, which is Holland America Princess. We also, one of our kind of partners is Seabourn.
So, that's how this whole thing is happening.
Yep.
It would not happen without that is for sure.
Right.
So, we are going to, the reason we're posting this video kind of early in the process, so we don't sail until it's 80 days from today as we're recording this, 79 days from when most of you are watching it.
Right.
Sometimes we wait until closer to post videos announcing trips. The reason we wanted to post this further out is we've quickly realized that this experience with Seabourn is unlike anything that we have experienced on either Disney or Princess cruise lines that we've sailed with.
Right.
And over the next couple of months, we want to be able to show you what in the heck the booking process is like. What is different about the lead up to an ultra luxury cruise as opposed to the kind of cruises we've gone on.
Right.
So that's why we're making this 80 days before we sail. Now, let's talk about our cruise.
Yes. This cruise starts in Vancouver, Canada, and cruises through Southeast Alaska, which we have done before. But this one ends in Juneau.
And it's a super unique itinerary. It's different than anything we have done before. This will be our third summer in a row cruising Alaska. The last 2 summers we have cruised with Princess and have absolutely loved it. So let me walk you through our itinerary, and then we'll tell you a little bit about the ship. We'll tell you what we have already experienced that just completely sets this apart.
Yep.
So we leave Vancouver, as Sherri said. It is not a big ship. So we are on the Seabourn Odyssey. It is less than 500 guests.
Right.
That's so crazy. It's insane.
Yeah.
And the ship is...
I feel really empty, I think.
I think so too. And I'm very excited about that. Because it's a smaller ship, it actually takes a different route than the bigger ships we've been on.
Right.
So when we leave Vancouver, we're going to cruise through what is called the Seymour Narrows. So rather than like heading south a little bit and then around, we kind of just cut up through the Narrows.
Yep.
So we're cruising in places that we haven't been. And then our first full day after we leave Vancouver is an at-sea day, as normal with Alaska cruises.
Yep.
Then we get to Ketchikan. On May 12th, we'll be in Ketchikan, which we're excited about.
Yeah.
And the next day, we go to Sitka.
Which I've never been.
So some of you may remember, I was in Sitka just recently for work. And I was just like, gotta get Sherri here.
And I'm so excited that I'm going to get to go.
It was really,
on a cruise ship.
It was really funny because we were talking about Sitka, and Sherri was like, can we just not book any excursions, and can you just take me to all the places that you just went to?
That's what I want to do.
So that's what we're going to do in Sitka. So we do Sitka that day, and then the 14th, the next day, we go from Sitka to Glacier Bay.
Yep.
Now, we'll talk a little bit more about Glacier Bay, the stateroom we have, why I'm so excited about this in a minute. But after Glacier Bay, we leave on the 14th, Glacier Bay. Then on the 15th, we cruise through the Indian Islands, and we get to Icy Strait Point, which is like right next to the town of Hoonah. Hoonah is basically the town by Icy Strait Point.
Right.
We've never been there.
Right.
So that's a new one for both of us. The next day, we go to Haines.
Right. So we have been to the port, the shipyard in Haines, but we have never actually gotten off. We were in a ferry, and we stopped in Haines, and passengers got off, and some got on, and then we continued on to Skagway. But we've never actually gotten off in Haines, and I'm really excited for that.
I'm excited because I remember when we stopped in Haines, looking at it, thinking like, this looks gorgeous.
I want to go.
Well, we're going to get to go.
Yeah.
And then after we leave Haines, we cruise down through the Lynn Canal, and the next day it ends in Juneau.
Yeah.
So only one at-sea day, and we get to stop in Ketchikan, we stop in Sitka, we go to Glacier Bay, we go to Icy Strait Point Hoonah, we go to Haines, and then we end in Juneau.
Right.
That's awesome.
Right. It's a different itinerary than we have cruised before in Alaska, and I'm excited for all of it.
We already have our flights booked home from Juneau, so we're flying right from Juneau home here to Anchorage.
Yep.
Let's talk a little bit about the ship.
Yeah.
So we are on the Seabourn Odyssey. It's a little bit unique this year because the Odyssey has been Seabourn's ship that has cruised Alaska.
Yep.
But this is the last year the Odyssey is here in Alaska.
Right.
Seabourn has sold that ship.
Right.
And so it is leaving the fleet, but not before we get to say hello to it.
Correct.
So, you guys, we are, I want you to know, we have known about this for just a little while. It's actually still new to us.
It's still pretty new, but we have watched like every video we can possibly find on this ship, and it's stunning, and I'm so excited to see it in person because I feel like video never really does it justice.
So every room on Seabourn is a suite.
Yes.
We were given a veranda room, so a veranda suite. We're going to obviously show you the entire experience. When we get on the ship, we'll give you the whole tour.
Yeah.
Some things that are unique. Seabourn is an all-inclusive cruise.
Yes.
So all the alcohol, all the wine, there's champagne waiting for you in your room when you get there. All of that is included in the price. All of the restaurants, there's no specialty upcharge restaurants. Those are all included.
It will stock your fridge with your preferred beverages.
Yeah, so if there's a certain kind of liquor or beer or soda you like, they will stock your mini fridge in your room with that the entire cruise.
Yeah.
There's a walk-in closet.
Right. We were laughing. The bathroom, just the bathroom, is literally bigger than either one of our bathrooms
Here at our house.
Like square footage wise and amenities.
Yeah, the bathrooms
Bigger.
The bathrooms are made of marble, first of all.
Right.
Okay. On one side, there's a shower, kind of as you expect. On the other side, they have like a full-size bathtub.
Right.
And just like marble. And
the shower is like the glass door, like it's nice.
It looks genuinely stunning.
Dual sinks.
Dual
which
sinks,
we don't
big
have
vanity.
either one of our bathrooms here.
Yeah,
we share sinks in our at home.
Coming back home after the cruise is going to be a step down. Let's be very clear.
I'm going to be like, are we sure we can't fit 2 sinks in our tiny, tiny bathroom?
I'm going to be like, are you sure we can't just stay on the ship? That's what I'm going to be like.
Can we just live here now?
And so everything we have learned, and obviously I've joined all of the Seabourn Facebook groups, or a lot of them.
You have?
It's surprising. Shocking, I know. Is that this is a cruise, and we've already started talking about this. When we do this cruise, we're not going to compare it to our previous cruises on Disney and Princess.
No, because it's in a completely different class of any other cruise ship that we have ever been on.
Yep.
And it's not really fair to compare, I think.
I agree. And I just, there isn't a comparison, and I can already tell that just by the process.
Right.
That we've already kind of started with this. This is the reason, you guys have seen our recent vlogs, we've been shopping for some nicer clothes.
Correct.
We are the kind of people that on normal cruises, we tend to skip out on formal night because we don't really enjoy that.
Right, and because we don't really I didn't really own formal wear.
Yeah. Well, on this cruise, so they have one official formal night on a 7-night cruise, and the other cruises, and I don't remember the term they use.
Elegant casual.
Elegant casual, is that it?
Yep.
I thought it was like casual formal or something like that.
Elegant casual.
Oh.
And so, yeah, every
nice.
other night is still like everybody dresses up.
Yes, and so...
They even have signs, no jeans allowed.
Yeah, that's right. And so it will be different than what we've done from that standpoint.
Yep.
And now I actually want to talk a little about this because originally with this cruise, it was going to be just me going.
Right.
So we knew that Seabourn was one of the companies that kind of fell under you, and it was on our radar to be like, man, we should really give it a try.
Right.
But the formalness of it, just the luxury level of it was kind of intimidating.
very intimidating for me.
And so Sherri was like,
fairly laid back.
And so the original plan, essentially, Sherri was sending me out as a test case.
Yes.
Basically saying, go do this and come back and tell me if you think I would like it.
Right.
And if you think I would like it, we'll then book one. Like, you're the guinea pig.
Correct.
Good luck, hope you live. And then we started watching some YouTube videos, and I actually told her, I was like, Sherri, I understand it's intimidating, but I really think you would like this.
Yeah, so he talked me into going, and because we had already booked it really just for him,
yeah.
I then had to kind of request the time off and make sure that we could add me to his reservation, even though it was actually sort of under me because it's from my work.
Yeah.
But we did, and it all worked out. So. Are
you the nerves you had around something that is called ultra luxury? How are you doing with that now?
Still nervous.
Okay.
Still intimidated, but with my new pretty dresses, I'm actually less intimidated. But it is still intimidating to me. I am not a fancy person.
Yeah.
Naturally, and so I am a little bit intimidated by that, but I am very excited to experience this ship and this level of service, and I mean, everything looks unbelievable.
It feels more, and I've heard several people say this, that the feeling on board is more mega yacht than cruise ship.
Right.
Because of the size of the ship and because of the fairly limited number of people on there.
Right.
It does feel like it is more like mega yacht than typical big cruise ship.
Right.
I mean, the restaurants, one of the restaurants we already have a reservation at is called The Grill. It's by Thomas Keller, if you're a foodie. Maybe one of the most famous American chefs. I mean, his restaurant, French Laundry, is iconic. He works with Seabourn and has restaurant stuff on there. And it's just, at any time, they have 24-hour room service, that at any time they'll come and just like set it up with tablecloth and fancy setup on your veranda.
Right. Yep.
Like, the whole thing, it looks genuinely unbelievable.
Right. It looks stunningly beautiful.
Now, one of the things that we have noticed, so our approach to vlogging our cruises and all of our trips is that we want you to feel like you're there with us. Like, we want you to see what our experience was like.
Right.
Sort of the experience through our eyes, to get an experience of what it was actually like. So we don't just do ship walkthroughs and stateroom walkthroughs. We try to show sort of a day in the life on board whatever ship we're on.
Right, kind of our experience with it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's not a ton of those kind of videos out there.
Right.
On Seabourn. Our plan is to vlog every day of the cruise and give you a taste of what this experience on Seabourn is like.
Right.
So
as much as we can.
As much as we can.
Yep.
Of course, we'll respect privacy and we'll do all that kind of stuff. But we are excited to give you a taste of something a little bit different as we experience something that's very different.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have heard that these cruises tend to be really relaxing, and a good example of this is the size of the ship allows it to go a lot of places that the bigger cruise ships can't.
Right.
So when it's cruising, it is going through different arms and different fjords and different places that other ships can't. So you feel like you're really immersed in, like, nature.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the thought of us just sitting out there, especially in Glacier Bay,
on our veranda,
being on a smaller ship that's able to get closer than we've been in the past. And so my gosh, I can't wait.
I am very excited.
I'm really glad you're going.
I'm glad you're glad that I'm crashing your solo party.
Well, at first it really was just like, all right, go figure this out, see if we'd like to do it more in the future.
Right.
And then I remember I was watching one video on YouTube, and the person was talking about how it was the most relaxing Alaska cruise she'd ever done, because just everything was so catered to you, and you just felt so well taken care of and pampered, and you got to experience so much of Alaska. And she was like, and there's all these great reading places, and I was just like, Sherri has got to go with me. Like, I don't care how many dresses we have to buy, Sherri's got to go.
Right.
You're going.
I'm going.
And it's going to be amazing. What are you most looking forward to?
I am a... This is going to sound really weird.
Okay.
But I'm a finishings person. I want to see the marble bathroom. I want to see, I mean, just the details of the ship. To me, that's the stuff that sets ships apart from other ships. And I'm excited to see what an ultra luxury ship offers. Because that's my favorite part of any other ship that we've been on, is those little details. And so I'm very excited to see how elevated these are.
The bath products are the same line that the Queen used. Queen.
I'm a queen.
Essentially royalty.
Okay.
Yeah, essentially royalty. You should pack your crowns, your tiaras.
Ooh, I have many.
I know you do. So you guys, over the next couple of months, we are going to document what does the process look like to check into this? What are the shore excursions available? What are the differences in the pre-booking process?
There have been many.
And there have been. I'm just going to throw one out. Can I throw one out?
Yeah.
So, you know, a lot of cruise lines, it's like, hey, let us know your flight and your arrival and when you're leaving and when you're departing and all that. With Seabourn, they have that. But then there's also the option to be like, hey, do you want to charter a plane to your
private plane?
Do you want to charter your private plane to get you to the cruise ship and to fly you home? I mean, yes, I do. But thanks. I'll just use a lot of my Alaska Airlines miles to fly us home.
Correct. Free.
Thanks, but we're good. But it's like, even seeing that, I was like, oh, this is different.
This is going to be a different experience. Yeah.
So we're going to bring our purple hair and our visible tattoos, and we're going to, for a week, try to be the fancy legs.
We're going to try.
The ultra luxury legs.
Right.
Here we go. You guys, so excited to bring you along for this.
Yes.
We love you so much. And if you have any questions about this cruise, about this trip, let us know in the comments below. We'll do our best to answer those as best as we can. And May 10th, we get on the Seabourn Odyssey in Vancouver, Canada, for what I think will be the best Alaska cruise experience, maybe the best Alaska vacation experience that we've ever had. And we're going to bring you guys all along. We love you, friends, and we'll see you on the next LeggLife video.